Yeah. Hi everyone. This is Manish from Hyse Placement Service Private Limited and Hyse Digital Academy. We are into placements from last 7 years. We have started our organization on 2015, and from last 7 years we are running it, and we have more than 750 plus companies MOUs all over pan world. Okay, and 20,000 freshers and experience requirements. And we have started our Hyse Digital Academy, our training program on 2019. We have successfully completed 5 batches. We have trained around 3,000 students on Salesforce, Java plus core Java, testing, automation and manual, data science with the base of Python, AI and ML, and Salesforce, admin and development, and digital marketing plus WordPress, AngularJS, Node.js, AWS plus DevOps. We have in a 30 plus IT domains where we are training with 10 plus years experienced trainers are training these sections, and we have online and offline section, morning and evening batches. Okay, so daily technical training will be for 2 hours, and 1 hour will be the interview skills and communication skills program. And it's a weekly 5 days classes, 3 months section. It's a totally 3 months training, internship, working on live project, certification, and job assistance. Okay, so altogether for this training program, Hyse Academy is charging 20,000 rupees. Okay, and this is for training, internship, working on live project, certification, and job assistance. We are giving 20,000 rupees. And if you are looking for 100% job, we are charging 1 lakh rupee for same 3 months training and 100% job. Okay, so students who are seriously interested, in the description of this video we have any web link and our counselors contact numbers. You can call them after seeing this demo. If you are interested, you can kindly register on our program, and from next month we are starting the batch with minimum 15 members. Okay, thank you very much, and I invite Mr. Ashwant to take up the demo section and give a clear information what we are going for next 3 months.
Yeah. In this course, hi, my name is Ashwin. Before I start the Salesforce, I have around 8 years in Salesforce. I have done like more than 80 batches of Salesforce training. And in this particular training, we cover both admin as well as the development. So let me share the screen. Yeah, this course contains both admin as well as the development. So admin will be like all the configurations. So basically, Salesforce is a CRM platform. So what exactly is the CRM? Why Salesforce is #1 CRM in the market? Why do we need to use Salesforce? And what is cloud? What are the different types of clouds are there? All those things we are going to see in the demo today only. Before that, I just want to give an overview of what exactly we are going to cover in Salesforce. As I said, this course will have both admin and development. Admin, we call it as configurations, which means will not be required any code to do it. Some people call it as out of box. Out of box is like whatever is the functionality, whatever is the by default what Salesforce gives to us, that we call it as out of box in Salesforce. And some people call it as config or configurations or admin. Everything is the same. So we are going to learn that first. Then whatever is not possible by means of configurations, what I mean is whatever is not possible by admin, we go for the development. In development, we will be learning from the basics. Even though if you are a fresher, you're not into an IT side, we'll be teaching right from the small thing like what is a class, what is a method. That is what we are going to cover first. Then we start with the actual development of Salesforce. So Apex is the programming language of Salesforce. We'll start with the Apex first. Then we'll go with the lightning components, and then we'll go for the lightning. This is what we are going to learn in this course. We mainly concentrate on the sales cloud. We concentrate more on the sales cloud side of the programming Salesforce. And let's start with the CRM, like what exactly is the CRM, why we need to use the CRM, and what is a cloud, why Salesforce is number one CRM. That is more important to understand. Once we understand why Salesforce is number one CRM, because there are a lot of CRMs in the market, there should be some reason why Salesforce is number one CRM in the market. It has its own advantages. What are those? That's what we are going to learn this, and we'll try to create our own developer edition. I mean, like for the practice purpose, if the time permits, like we'll create our own developer edition, and we'll start working. You will see the how the Salesforce looks like. So Salesforce has given some option like creating our own practice edition. We can open up and start practicing in that. Believe me, even once you join the job, you will be seeing the same type of Salesforce I mean Salesforce instance. Whatever you do for practice, the same thing will be there even once you join the job. So once you do the practice well in your developer edition, that's good enough to survive in the job. That's what it is. So any questions before we start? Anyone? Okay. So if there are no questions,
Sir,
let's get
hello.
started. Yeah.
Sir, I'm like a fresher in this. Can I go for this job as a fresher, sir?
Yeah, I think Heist is I mean, they will be helping you to get the job in. They have different options, like whatever the placement coordinator has told. Yeah, there are some jobs for the fresher. Yeah, they can help you out in doing this. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Let's get started. So whenever you start any business, right, I mean, whenever you start any large scale business, very large scale industry or anything, there are two softwares which are very important. One is the ERP system, enterprise resource planning system, and the second one is the CRM system, customer relationship management system. In the ERP system, we mainly deal with the inventory management. I mean, the raw materials. What are all the raw materials required for the manufacture of a product? Once the product, how many days we have the inventory for the raw materials, and what is the how the product development takes over, how many days we have the end product will be developed, all those things, right from the raw materials till the product is manufactured and shipping and payment is made. Everything is taken care in the ERP system. ERP is a software. Enterprise resource planning is a type of is a technology. Basically, I mean, is a it just like it takes care. This software takes care of right from the raw materials till the product is sold, manufactured, and payment is made. Everything takes care in the ERP system. Now the actual thing comes, which is the CRM system. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. In the CRM system, basically, it's more about the customer information. What exactly I mean by the customer information? So it's not just related to the name, phone number, or address of the customer. Each and every interaction of a customer, each and everything regarding the customer is stored in the is stored in the CRM system. So why we need to store the customer information? Let's say suppose I am working for some company. Let's take an example. I'm working for some Dell company. So in the Dell company, if there is anything as Dell is a laptop manufacturer company. Okay, so I'm a sales representative in the Dell company. I deal with all the customers. I try to sell the Dell laptop to the customers. Dell has a lot of customer base. Let's take a B2B side. which is like let's consider like big companies which are buying the Dell laptop, like Infosys or TCS or CTS, something as such. If I'm dealing with those companies, let's say I take the orders from them. I made sure all the orders are taken care and dispatch the orders. All those things I take care. Let's say suppose I deal with two companies, Infosys and CTS. So every day my job is to take the orders from them, make sure they get the proper discount, if and make sure they don't go out and buy somewhere else, and I deliver the orders in time and make sure they are happy with this. This is what my daily job is. Once this, let's say suppose after some days, after 5 years or 6 years, I got a good offer from another company, like HP. HP hired me for give me more salary, so I go to HP. So now it should not be the case. Whatever the customers for Dell, which is Infosys and CTS, should start buying from the HP. That should not be the case, right? So whoever is my replacement in the Dell, so if I'm leaving the company, I will be serving the notice period. In that notice period, someone else will join in my place. That person who joins in my place, the new sales rep, should start from the place where I have left. He should know each and everything about what I was doing since 5 years. That will happen only when I store each and every information at one particular place. That particular place is the CRM system. So if in the CRM system, if a new person opens this particular client information, Infosys information, he will be seeing all the communication which I had with the in Infosys. I mean, what are all the email communication happen? What are all the face-to-face communication happen? What are all the phone call communication happen? He will be able to see all the opportunities what Infosys has given to us. All opportunities where we lost, which means Infosys did not block from us. All the opportunities which we won, what is that which made why we lost some opportunities. If we start analyzing that, we'll be further going forward. We'll make sure we'll not lost any opportunity, we'll only won that opportunity. What is the need, why how many leads the Infosys given, what are all the different contacts of the Infosys people, whom to contact, when they need to contact, all that information. If I store it in one particular place, the new person who joins in place of mine, he will be joining from he will be taking over me, and he will be starting from the place where I have left. I mean, the next call from to the Infosys, he will tell, he will just introduce himself and take over all the orders and give the status, and he will be making sure the customer will not feel the difference. If I am there or a new person is there, they don't feel the difference in that particular job. That is more important. It should not be the case that if I leave the company and join a new company, all the customers who I am dealing with, I just told example of two companies, there might be thousands of customers which I am dealing with. All those customers should not follow me and start purchasing the products of HP. So that will be taken care in the CRM system. The new person will start from the place where the previous person has left. That is possible only when you store the customer information at one particular place. That place is a CRM system. So CRM system is very important when you deal with the multiple clients, hundreds, thousands of clients. If you have very large client base, yes, CRM system is very important. Okay, so CRM system is a methodology where you learn about the customer need, what is the need of the customer and the behavior of the customer. Once you get the customer behavior, you will develop the stronger relationship with the customer. Once you develop the strong relationship with the customer, you get more business from the customer. If you talk the way once you know the way how to talk with the customer, how to behave with the customer, then it's easy for you to analyze the customer and you can get more business from the customer. That is where CRM system helps you. It used to develop the stronger relation with the customer. And now the question comes, is the Salesforce only CRM in the market? No, not really. Salesforce is only one of the CRM in the market, but it is most used CRM in the market. Now we need to understand, before Salesforce, it was the Siebel CRM, which was ruling the market for more than 20-25 years, more than 2 decades. Siebel CRM was ruling the market. Then you also see like PeopleSoft CRM, Microsoft Dynamic. I think they are giving a lot of offers and trying to get market share. All those things are in the CRM side. When you come to the ERP end, it is like SAP. I think it's the one which is ruling the market since very long. We have like Oracle e-business suite, Sage, Momentum, all those things in the ERP side. On the CRM side, coming back, I was telling you about the Siebel CRM. Before Salesforce, it was the Siebel CRM, which was ruling the market. Like it, if you talk about the CRM, it was a Siebel CRM, something like that. If the Siebel CRM was ruling the market so much, and Salesforce came and it became number one CRM suddenly, it doesn't happen. It's a rare scenario that it will happen if a new technology come, then it becomes number one CRM overnight. That doesn't happen because changing from Siebel to CRM itself is a very big project for the clients, which takes around 6 to 8 months. They don't invest so many $1 million money just to change from one technology to other technology unless they see there is a value in that particular technology. Same in the case of Siebel CRM. Once the Salesforce came to the picture, came to the market, everyone from all the different technologies started migrating to the Salesforce. Then there should be something which is there in the Salesforce, which is not in the Siebel or any other technology when it came. What is that which is there in the Salesforce? Is that Salesforce has more features than Siebel? No, not really. Siebel has more features than Salesforce. Siebel is more robust than Salesforce. Then also people change from Siebel to Salesforce. To understand this, what is there in the Salesforce, we need to understand the evolution process. So if you see in the mid 20th century, it was like a huge servers used to be there, and all the servers used to be at one place. Mainframe systems were there, and we used to send the request to those big servers. We used to get the response. Our response used to get in some seconds, sometime minutes or hours also. So that was how the it was there in the early starting stages of computer. Then the evolution of hardware took over. Hardware become very powerful and very cheap. At that time, it was the late 20th century. Everyone started using their own server for the client, which is the client server architecture, which we call it as client server architecture. Dedicated server for each and every client. So if you see Siebel CRM, SAP, Microsoft, all these things are in the client server architecture only, right? And if you see, like after that, again the evolution took over. Then it was like a software as a service model, whereby we used to use the plug and play. We used to have the plug and play, like which is in the cloud computing. Software as a service is one of the type of cloud computing, and this is the reason why it was a Salesforce is also one of them, and this is the reason why Salesforce was able to take edge over the Siebel CRM. It's only because Salesforce is into the cloud computing. So only because Salesforce is in the cloud, it was able to take edge over the Siebel CRM. Okay. So now the question comes, what exactly is the cloud computing? Okay. Is any questions till now, team? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So what is the cloud computing? Is see computing as a service whereby if you are sharing some resources, let's say the resource is a software or resource is a soft information, resource is a data. If you are sharing some resources over the internet as a service, if you're sharing something over the internet as a service, what is that something which you're sharing? Something might be a software, something might be a hardware, something might be some data. If you're sharing anything over the internet as a service, we call it as cloud computing. Cloud computing is the one where you are sharing some resources over the internet as a service. So there are different types of cloud computing. The basic level of the cloud computing is a infrastructure as a service. What exactly is this infra as a service? Okay, so let's take an example. You got a project, and that particular project, you need a high-end computer like 128 gigs of RAM, 10 terabyte of memory, the latest CPU, whatever you see, the supercomputer you say, and that is what you require for your project. But this project is only for is only for 1 month or 2 months. You don't go out and purchase the supercomputer just for a month or two. What you do is like you go to this Amazon EC2 site or you go to Rackspace. What you do there is like you go there mm, and give your configuration. They do the required mm, configuration and and give you a computer uh, give you a computer within some minutes or hours. They will charge you for that, but they provide you the remote desktop interface. I mean, like user and password where you can log in into that and start using that supercomputer. That's what we do. We don't go out and buy the supercomputer just for a month or two. We can't sell it out also. No one will be having usage for that. So we go to this who provides the infra as a service. This is the lowest level of cloud computing. A step ahead of that is a platform as a service, whereby let's take the same example. Once you get the infra as a service, you get infrastructure as a service. uh, I mean, you have a supercomputer, but you need some softwares where you want to install into that and start using that particular softwares. Okay. Let's take an example like you want the like Windows or the Oracle database or paid version of .NET or paid version of Java, all those things you want. Okay. Mm, and so you ask them, whoever is providing the computer, that company only. If you ask them, they will only install the software for very less cost. What they do is like they purchase the licensing in bulk. Let's say suppose one license cost $100. If you purchase in bulk, they give the company, Oracle company, let's say if you are purchasing 100 licenses, Oracle company gives only for $70 for them. These people sell you to 80 or $85, which is a win-win situation. If you go out and buy, it will be 100. If you buy from them, it will be 85 only. So it's a win-win situation for both of them. So we'll tell them to install all the necessary software what is needed for us. So they install all the software and make sure they are able to they are able to give the platform ready for you for your development. They give you the platform which is ready for the development, and you will be which is ready for you, and you will be start using that particular platform as a service. Okay, so this is the second level of cloud computing. Okay, whereby we are they give the platform so that we can start developing our application. Okay, and the last level of cloud computing is like software as a service model, whereby they only provide you the software, and they they we just log in into that particular software and start using that thing. Just like the best example is like Gmail. Everyone uses Gmail. We don't know how they have developed it. We don't know where the servers are. We don't know which database they are using. We don't know anything about that. We just sign up the Google account and start using the email service of Google. That is what we all are doing. That is a software as a service model, whereby they only develop the software, and they only store the servers. I will store that particular software in the servers, and we just log in into that and start using it. So these are the three levels of cloud computing. Now that question comes, where exactly, in which level the Salesforce is there? Salesforce is there in two levels. One is the software as a service level, whereby they only develop the CRM software and give to us. The other place is a platform as a service level, where they give the platform so that you can develop your own applications in Salesforce. So till now, what we have done is like, first we have seen what is the CRM and what are the different CRMs are there in the market. Why Salesforce is number one CRM in the market? Only because it is in the cloud. And what is the cloud is what we have learned. And what are the different types of cloud computing where exactly Salesforce fits? Now the question comes, what are the benefits of the cloud? Okay, Salesforce is number one CRM in the market only because it is in the cloud, and Salesforce is is able to what are the benefits of the clouds is what we're going to see. The first benefit of the cloud is the pay as you use service. Means you will be paying only for the one which you use. Let's say suppose uh, I started a small company. Okay, that company needs the CRM software. If I go to the traditional way, which is like Siebel CRM, if I want to purchase the Siebel CRM, what I do is like I go to the Siebel site, I purchase the CRM software. That itself cost me like 100,000 or $200,000, and then I purchase a server so that I can install that particular software. Then I'll be hiring a person who installs that software and maintains that software. Maintenance is also very important. Who updates the software, who maintains the software, who creates the users, all those things. For that, I'll be hiring a civil administrator who does all these things, right? That is what in the traditional model. In case of cloud, which is like Salesforce, if I started a new company, if I want to use the CRM for 5 people, I contact Salesforce. I tell I want to purchase 5 user licenses, and next day the Salesforce will create the user licenses and they they give to me. That is how it works. I mean, like, mm, as soon as I order the user licenses, 5 users can log in into the Salesforce. I need not purchase any server. I need not hire people to maintain it. All those things will be taken care by the Salesforce. They already given the SaaS, software as a service model. I can just log in, create a users, and 5 users can log in into the Salesforce from the very next moment. So, and if I want like 20 people, if I over the time, if my company grown very well, I want like 20 people to use the CRM. I contact Salesforce. I tell them 20 users is what I want to use. I pay for the 20 user licenses, and very next moment, 20 users can log into the Salesforce and start using the CRM software. And if I want to reduce the number of user licenses after some days, I'll contact Salesforce, reduce the user licenses, and I'll be paying only for the user licenses which I am using. So if I use only 10 user licenses, I pay only for the 10 user licenses to the Salesforce people. That is what pay as you use service. Unlike Siebel CRM, there's no overhead of purchasing the software, no overhead of purchasing the server, no overhead of hiring a person who maintains that particular software. All those things are eliminated in the cloud computing. That is what the first benefit of the cloud computing, which is pay as you use service. The second benefit is the lower total cost to the owner. Total cost to the owner is the very less in case of cloud computing, because we don't add up for any overheads. 24 by 7 support, highly automated, scalable or sustainable, secure storage maintenance. All those things are the benefits of the cloud computing. Because Salesforce is also in the cloud computing, all these benefits automatically came to the Salesforce. Okay. And its on-demand model, multi-tenant architecture. This is what Salesforce claims, that they are giving the user licenses for very less cost because it's in the multi-tenant architecture. What exactly is the multi-tenant architecture? So let's say suppose I purchase 5 user licenses from Salesforce. You purchase 10 user licenses from Salesforce. There might be a scenario you and me might be on the same server and using the same hardware, not the data. I can see your data, you can't see my data. That's it. That's not possible. But there might be some scenario you and me might share the same CPU cycles or memory or some system resources. So you are a tenant to a Salesforce. I'm also a tenant to the Salesforce. So this is what a multi-tenant, multiple tenant reside in the same server and share the resources. That is what a multi-tenant architecture. This is what Salesforce claims, that they are able to provide the user licenses for very less cost. We'll see the cost. I don't feel that it's less cost, but I'll show you the costing factor of Salesforce and everything. And it also has anywhere and anytime. You can start and anywhere, and you can use it anytime. Scalable, as I said in the previous slide, you can always increase or decrease. Automatic updates, believe me, this is the best feature of Salesforce. The best feature of Salesforce, automatic updates. So Salesforce, what it does is it updates its own software once in 4 months, 3 times in a year. So new version of the Salesforce will be arrived once in 4 months, 3 times in a year. So they have like summer release, spring release, and winter release, which happens in all 4 months. The last release was a summer release, which happened in the February. Next release will be in the June 12th, I think. They will choose the second week, second Sunday of every month on that particular month after 4 months, and they will update itself. So at that time, Salesforce may not be available for 1 minute. They say like it will be not available for 2 minutes. It will be generally in the midnight time. So they give you that particular date before only, and they will make sure the outage is less than 30 seconds, not more than that. But but new features automatically gets added without our intervention. This is the best feature of Salesforce, automatic updates. If you are planning for the certification plan, this is what the best slide is. Like the the developer certificate, they renamed it like PD1, platform developer 1. The advanced version of the development certificate is the PD2. They renamed this to PD2. And admin certification, ADM 201, advanced version is ADM 201. This particular course will take care of both development as well as the admin certifications. You should be able to write both these certifications after this course. Okay. So this is what the overview of the Salesforce. Like it's into a CRM. It has both sales unit of Salesforce. We call it as Sales Cloud. Service unit of Salesforce. We call it as Service Cloud. With the CRM, we can develop your own custom applications. Like once you develop your applications using the PaaS platform, if you remember, I told you Salesforce is into the SaaS. They develop the software, CRM software. It's into the SaaS. It's also they. It also has its presence in the PaaS platform, in the name of force.com platform, whereby they give you the platform. You can develop your own applications. You can develop your own application, custom applications using that platform and use it by yourself, or you can also you can also keep it in the app exchange. App exchange is like just like our play store in the Android mobile, or app store in the Apple mobile. In the iPhone you see a app store, or in the Android mobile you see the play store, where you can download all the applications. Free apps or paid apps will be there in that. Just like that just like that Salesforce also has app exchange, where you will be having free apps as well as the paid applications over there. Okay, and this paid applications you can download and you can use it. Even the free apps you can download and start using that. That is what an app exchange is. So Salesforce also has this app exchange, where you can download the applications from the app exchange website for free or paid. Okay, we have many more than what I said in the Salesforce. We have like multiple clouds: marketing cloud, community cloud, health cloud. There are like 18 clouds in Salesforce. They're much more than what I am showing you over here. Okay, this is the basic CRM process. Okay, so till now what we have done, the first we learned about what is the CRM, why Salesforce is number one CRM in the market, only because it is in the cloud. What is cloud computing, types of cloud computing, and where exactly the Salesforce sits, what is the advantages of cloud computing. That is what we have learned till now. Now let's see the basic CRM process. Okay, the basic CRM process all starts with the campaign. So let's say suppose um, Dell has manufactured a new type of laptop, give some high-end laptops or some laptop they have developed. Unless they do the marketing, no one knows. The public don't know that Dell has manufactured the laptop. There are different types of marketing. In Salesforce, we call as campaigning. Campaign is nothing but marketing. Okay, so any company does different types of campaigns. Campaign might be a TV ad, paper ad, some hoarding, uh, and some pamphlets. Or let's take an example like Dell existing customers only, they will be in lakhs or millions. You say they send an email to all the existing customers about the new product, what they are using, what they have given. So there might be different types of campaigning, right? And a smallest type of campaigning might be a small tent outside a mall. A small tent has opened outside a mall, temporary tent, like they display all the laptops. Even that is a type of marketing, campaigning. So let's say suppose Dell has opened a small tent outside a mall. I'm interested in that. I saw that I'm interested in laptops. I saw that. I went over there. I asked what is the new type, what is specialty in this laptop. They tell all the features, new features, what is the new innovation they have done, new features and new things, whatever the Dell laptop is offering. So if so when I'm leaving that particular place after that, they ask me for my name and phone number. If I'm really interested, I give my correct name and correct phone number. Otherwise, I don't. I give the incorrect phone number to those people. If I'm not interested, I don't want to give the correct phone number. I just give an incorrect phone number and leave the place. That's what everyone does. So the outcome of the campaign is a lead. This name and phone number is a lead for them. They do the campaign for this leads. Okay. And this lead, they will generally, the marketing team in any company do the campaigning or marketing. The outcome of this is a lead. They take these leads and give to the sales people in their company. So what sales people does is like, they call each and every person. If I give my collect phone number, a salesperson of the Dell company will call me after 1 or 2 days. They will tell, we know that we heard you are interested in my laptop or whatever it is. Whether I am really interested or not, I'll just tell. If I'm not interested, I'll tell them. They will just close the lead. If I say, yeah, my company is looking for 5 laptops or whatever it is, then they will convert this lead. One lead is converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Account will be my company name, contact will be my name and phone number, opportunity will be like 5 laptops which my company is looking for. So one lead is converted into 3 objects: account, contact, and opportunity. And each time, they will just call me. Every time I'll tell some reason, and finally I'll tell, boss, I am working for the company. I am not the decision maker of my company. My manager is a decision maker. And I'll give his phone number so that they will start calling him daily. They will stop calling me. So my manager, he is very good with dealing with these type of people. He asked for very big discount. If Dell people use that discount, definitely my, my company will purchase, and they will won the opportunity. Opportunity one is that that Dell company is able to sell the laptop to us. So if they are able to sell the laptop, then it is like opportunity one for them. If they're not able to sell the laptop, it's opportunity close. Okay, opportunity is lost, close lost. Okay, if the opportunity is one, a contract will be signed between the two parties about like how many years of free service should be there, how many years of paid service. That is more important if you're going for the laptop commercial side, if you're buying the laptop for a company side, right? And the support services will start. This is the basic flow of the CRM. Starts with the campaign, ends with the support services. We will see this in the Salesforce. Once we create our own instance of Salesforce, I will revisit this page again and show you how to create a campaign, how to create a lead, how to add leads to the campaign, how to convert the lead. One lead is converted into account, contact, and opportunity. And what are the different stages of opportunities, how to what happens, how the support services starts. All those things I will show you once I show you in the UI. Once we create our own instance of Salesforce, I will revisit this particular page and show you again. Okay. And finally, this is what Salesforce is: a CRM product. It is a product of Salesforce.com Inc. This is the company name. Salesforce.com Inc. is a company name. It's a CRM product, and it was co-founded by Mark Benioff. He was the CEO basically and co-founder. He was earlier working for Oracle as a senior vice president (SVP). He came out of Oracle, I think, in '96 or '98. He started the Salesforce, and in 2006, early 2000 only, Salesforce came to the market. But from 2010 2012, it became like number one CRM, and it was like fastest growing company. And now it's like on number one CRM in the market. Okay, it has its own standard applications. You can always customize the applications according to the business requirement. It also has its presence in the Force.com platform. Believe me, there are like 15 to 20% of the companies who uses the Force.com platform create their own apps and sell it outside. That's a very big business in Salesforce. You develop your own application. If the application is very good, Salesforce themselves buys it. That's what happened in case of Salesforce CPQ. It was earlier steel brick CPQ, Salesforce purchase and it becomes a Salesforce CPQ. Even the marketing cloud, it's the same thing. It was another company. Salesforce purchased that and renamed as a marketing cloud. So there are many companies as such which they make their own their own products, and it is so good products that Salesforce themselves purchase that product. Even like that, some companies are there. And this particular Salesforce.com is easily integrated with on-device or on-cloud or on-device applications. This is what the overview of Salesforce, which I generally give in all the demo. I think we are good for today. Uh, any questions for me?
No, sir.
Yep.
Sir, thank you very much. Thank you for your section. Team, once again, we want to explain you our program. See here, ICE is conducting two training programs. One is with the charges of 20K, 3 months training, internship, working on live project, certification and job assistance. The another one is 1 lakh charges with 3 months training, internship, working on live project and 100% job. So in the below description, we are providing the web link and our counselors contact numbers. So you can call them. So next month we are starting the batch. Every month we are starting the new batches with minimum 10 to 15 members. Okay, so I hope these are the best trainers we have and with the best contents, and we having a good opportunity for freshers and experience. Even the people who have a gap, this is the best opportunity to get trained from senior trainers and get supported for the placements. I wish everyone thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye all. Sir, end the section.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sir. Thank you very much. Vijay, call me Vijay.
Okay, sir.